FBC, and he is the person that handles the website GameFAQs. Are you there, Jeff?
Yes, I am.
And did I pronounce your name right, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So, how long have you been doing the GameFAQs?
Well, GameFAQs started up back in November of 1995. It was actually back then called the Video Game Fact Archive. It was an AOL site, actually, that consisting of about 10 pages and 100 facts. I created it over the weekend, and it's just kind of exploded from there.
Wow. And right now I'm being spammed with 1 million instant messages. So I have to
tell you about this.
Yeah, I probably should have realized that. Okay, I have to open these up. So, I take it this is a lot of work, and so you use it as your full-time job?
It's my full-time job. I work usually a few over 40 hours a week, trying to basically keep the site updated. I get tons of email. There's tons of contributions just between facts and walkthroughs, reviews, codes. They all come in consistently every day, so just keeping up with everything that comes in, sorting through it, and getting it ready to go on the site takes up, all of my time. It's not the most glamorous job for people who think that all I do is sit around all day and play video games. It's actually just a lot of looking at files, bringing up codes, making sure that it's not Sonic and Tails are playable in Super Smash Bros. Melee, and going from there.
Wow. The instant messages are still coming up. This is I have to figure out, okay, I have to choose one and just start. I hope my computer doesn't crash. That would not be good. Okay, well, let's just start at one. Okay. I have a person that wants to know how you get paid.
How I get paid? Right now we're actually partnered up with CNET, and it's when you see all the advertising banners on the pages between that, and we also it also helps generate revenue from all of the check prices links, which sends you through CNET's Game Buyer. Whenever people buy games, it's not like we get paid for every hit or every time somebody clicks on something. It's a partnership deal, and that's how we survive. And that's how we survive the internet downturn that's kind of killed off the ad market right now.
So you basically do what you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let's see. I have a lot of people just saying that basically you're the greatest and they love your site.
Well, that's it. And it's just to remind everybody, it's not just me. I'm just the person in charge of it. We actually have thousands upon thousands of contributors who spend 60 to 70 to 100 hours playing through these games, writing up guides, and just sending them to me to post on the site. They really don't expect anything in return other than helping other people. And that's basically what GameFAQs is about, is just the sharing of information from the facts to people who submit codes to people who submit reviews, and message boards where we've got, thousands of people just sharing game hints and tips and helping each other out.
What do you think makes your site so unique and special that so many people just want to go to it?
I'd like to think it's mainly due to the recognition we give to the contributors. GameFAQs was the first site to actually give each contributor their own page, and I personally do my best to work with contributors anytime, I try. I always fall behind, but I try to work with each contributor to help them get their things on the site and fix them up the way they like it.
So it's just basically everything, I guess. Little combination. And for those of you that are sending me messages, make sure they're serious ones. I'm getting so many that I can't exactly say everything. So try to make them at least, serious enough. Okay, let's see another one. I have a person that asks what your favorite game of all time is.
Believe it or not, it's still got to be Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the PlayStation. Just between the action and role-playing parts of the game, it kept me busy, and it's probably one of the few games I've actually played through and completed probably about 6 or 7 times, beginning to end.
Wow. What do you think? What really makes it your favorite?
It's a combination of things. It basically took the best of two genres, which were Konami's classic Castlevania action, jumping, slashing style of game, and added them the role-playing element of looking, getting items, leveling up, managing inventory. And to me, it's the perfect combination of both genres, and I would kill for a next-generation version of that. Although the Game Boy Advance version was pretty good in its own right.
Okay, I'd have to agree with that. I have another person that's sort of having a question about your backlog. Even after, you catch up on emails and stuff, he wants to know why you're still behind.
Well, the thing is, the backlog is what I haven't taken care of right now. It's not like the emails ever stop. I get approximately, right now I'm guessing, between 100 and 200 emails every single day. So when you see there's a backlog of 138 emails, realistically, that's a day's worth. The reason that I have dates on there that show you how many days behind, but those are just the ones I have to basically put off until I have the time to go back through and take care of the emails that take the longest to handle. But it's constant. Right now, if you look at the backlog, you'll see there's stuff today that's come in that I haven't gotten through with, and that's stuff that's just come in the past 2 to 3 hours.
Well, we actually, for something a little bit different besides Instant Messenger, we have a phone call. It's Daniel from Florida. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So what is actually your question or comment or your reason for calling?
All right, this question is for Mr. VC. I'd like to know, what do you think about violence in video games, such as violent games like Grand Theft Auto 3, and how it relates to, things like censorship and those ESPR ratings?
Well, it's kind of interesting. We did just recently have a series of polls on the site that kind of gave a little more insight into what everybody thinks about that. I'll start off with that. Recently, basically, the overwhelming majority says that parents should be responsible for the violence their children see in video games and I'm assuming in other media. And then a few days later, we had another poll that said, "Oh, but my parents don't care about what I see." So there's kind of a little conflict of interest there. As far as how violence in video games actually affects people, I honestly don't believe there's too much correlation. I mean, I grew up playing my own share of violent video games, and I never noticed any more violent tendencies other than, I wish I could swing a sword like that or kick like that, but I never really wanted to take it out on another person. I think violence really comes from your upbringing as a whole, and exposure to, say, Grand Theft Auto is not going to make you go out and carjack somebody. But if you grew up in a culture where carjacking is okay, Grand Theft Auto would probably be a little more encouragement for you.
All right.
So did that basically answer your question?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Thanks a lot.
Anything else?
Oh, no, that's it. Thanks for your time, Mr. VC.
Thank you.
Okay, got another question. And this one I actually have been thinking about myself. You had a poll a while back about having an online store at your site. Have you thought about that anymore?
It's just something I toy with. If it's an online store for games, I think there's tons of other people that have that covered, and I think right now we have we're linking with Game Buyer, which links you to tons of retail stores. As for buying GameFAQs-specific merchandise, I honestly don't know what the demand would be on that. So it'd be interesting to find out and look into that a little more.
Yeah, because games are definitely, as we can see, popular, but there are a lot of places out there that sell them. So you'd have to be competing a lot with that. Like right now, I think there aren't many sites that actually have the collection of walkthroughs and cheat codes and everything that you do. There are sites that have them, but I think there are a lot that don't quite have the backing from all the players, it seems like that you do. We have another caller. This is Garrett from California.